Hey guys! Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Here we are. It's Lunch and Learn. Okay, let me get my screen a little bit bigger here so I'm looking at all the things. Okay, we've got a few things to talk about here, and I am like really excited to, um, with 3 days left in double credit. Oh, buddies, we are running through this finish line. Okay, so here's what we got going on, and we're going to start this like we do every meeting. We're going to start it with our unit affirmation. Are you guys ready? Here we go. We are absolutely undeniably awesome, remarkable women. We're in the process of changing lives. Folks empowered and aiming high. Our goals are audacious, our mission defined. We're shooting stars and ready to shine. We're awesome, audacious, and spiritually strong. A place in this $1 million circle of excellence is where we belong. We're winning cars, prizes, free, sensational, energetic, unstoppable. You, me. It's Tuesday Day Live. I've got to figure out a new way ending to that, but we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, that is who we are. We are women of excellence. We are women on a mission, and we are women out there serving others. And that's exactly what it is that we do in this business. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Here it is. Emerald Haugen sent me a really, really great meme today. It says, we cannot force someone to hear a message they are not ready to receive, but we must never underestimate the power of planting a seed. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, we cannot force someone to hear a message they are not ready to receive, but we must never underestimate the power of planting a seed. And you can see how powerful a seed is. It broke through that rock. And that's what we do in this business is we just plant seeds because you just never know. All right. So make sure that you are commenting during this live. We're going to do a couple wheel of names. Okay. And the reason is because I missed 2 weeks in a row. So how this works is because we're doing this at noon instead of at a different time, let me just write this on this little sticky note here. We are doing $15 cash that I will send you, and I'm buying you lunch. Okay. So the only thing is you have to comment. In order to win, you have to comment. So this is from last week's live. There was 58 comments. Oh my goodness. I'm really glad that you loved my seminar speech or seminar. I'm already living into the fact that one day I'm going to speak on that seminar stage as one of the top 3 units in all of Ruby's seminar. So here we go. We're going to click this to spin. We're going to figure out from last week who our winner is. Yay. Oh, it's looking like Sabrina. Sabrina, congratulations, sweet friend. So Sabrina is the winner from last week. Now, the week before. So I was so excited to actually talk to you about what I had prepared for career conference that I had totally forgot to, do the from the week prior. So here we go. So here's the week prior. And we got all those names on there. So we're going to see who wins there. So we're going to click to spin. Here we go. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Oh, buddy. Sabrina. Did you just win twice? You just won twice. Girl, congratulations. So I'll be getting that sent out to you guys. And those that were actually 300 wholesale power achievers, checks have been sent out in the mail. So they are headed your direction. And yeah. All right. So we're going to make this quick and simple because we got work to do. We're down to the last 48. So what is it? 48 plus 24. Was that 90? 72 hours. There we go. I can add. Look at that. The last 72 hours. And I haven't had the opportunity. I know my camera is focusing in. It'll take it a minute. Been on a couple fun calls. And, the thing is that anytime that you get the opportunity to listen to the $1 million message, I'm going to encourage you to listen to it. Why would you want to listen to it? We live in a world where there's just a lot of crap going on. There's a lot of gunk out there, and we need to keep filling our cup. Definitely need to keep filling our cup. And actually, the fun part is we're going to use this as an example. See, this cup can hold so much. And when we try to give to other people, when our cup, we the cup has to be full for ourselves. In order for us to work at our fullest potential, we need to have a full cup. And the overflow is what we can give to others. But, if our cup is not full, we can't give to others. So we need to keep pouring into ourselves in order to build our belief and to build the positivity, the confidence inside of us, because confidence is really truly an inside job. Winning, the small wins that we do every single day builds confidence. Being a woman of our word, and saying, I'm going to make 10 calls today, and you make 10 calls today, regardless of what happens. That's filling your cup. That's keeping it full. But the fun part is that if your cup's only halfway full, you're not serving yourself. You're not serving anybody else. You have to keep your cup full. So I've been listening to in the mornings while I've been heading to CrossFit. Have you guys been noticing my brother? He's coming to CrossFit with me. I know we're having this like bonding moment. I don't get it, but it's working, and I'm really excited. And he just actually texted me. He said, I really enjoy mornings. Have become my favorite time of the day, and that's exciting. Sometimes when we make positive steps in our lives, it inspires another to be able to do that for yourself too. You running your own business and having small wins, that inspires people. Let people be a part of those wins. And so we're going to continue to fill your cups. A couple of the speeches that I'm going to post in our unit Facebook group, and I'm also going to put it in our boards app. Okay. The boards app. If you do not have boards just yet, please reach out to me so that I can send that to you. Because, and I might even try to, let me make some notes here. I want to make sure you guys have the tools, boards, app to unit. Okay. Plus our, okay. Put career conference speeches. Okay. All right, just making some notes here because I want to make sure you guys get some of this training that I'm talking about. So I had the opportunity to listen to Susan Moore and also Julia Burnett, National Sales Director Julia Burnett. And, because I was working to fill my cup, to overflow my cup in order to be able to fill yours. Okay. So I'm going to encourage you, probably the best piece of advice that I will ever tell you is to put positive in, because there's a lot of negative that's wanting to take its space. So one of the things yesterday morning, I had the opportunity to listen to Julia Mundy. She's a national sales director. She's got the coolest voice ever. And she said this one statement, and I want to make sure that you guys get it. And if you're listening, I want you to put it in the chat, because that could be your one comment that you make in the chat. And it says this, and it's a quote by Phillip Yancey. Faith is believing in advance what makes sense in reverse. Faith is believing in advance what makes sense in reverse. So just let's start with that first word, faith. Just having faith, having faith as small as a mustard seed. And if you've ever seen a mustard plant, I actually have seen a mustard plant. When you see the little seed and how big it gets, you're like, how is that possible that this little seed can actually make this big plant? Having faith like that, having faith is believing in advance what makes sense in reverse. And when I was at career conference, there's a lot of really great speakers, but one that I listened to that I really and absolutely enjoyed, and happy lunch to you too. Mwah. It was Sharon Buck, and she said, just have a singular focus. Break the million into a bunch of different puzzle pieces, and let us as a team figure out which puzzle piece or pieces we want to fit into as we finish this goal. Here's the deal. You might be looking at our goal going, okay, Heather, we are at 400,000. Seriously, how are we going to get to 1 million in 3 months? Faith is believing in advance what makes sense in reverse. And we're going to do some massive work. I'm going to do massive work to do my part to help make this goal happen. And I was talking to Jordan Twilley, and she says, Heather, it was massive, massive action, massive recruiting, and all of the things. And I had that conversation. I was just like, okay, we can do this. So what do those puzzle pieces look like? And I'm starting this because I want you to, as you look at your June 30th finish, we're down to the last 94 days in this seminar year. Can you believe it? The last 94 days. How are we going to, what's going to be your win? Where do you want to, when you cross that finish line, where is it that you want to finish? And I was breaking some of those puzzle pieces into doable parts. We've got the big pieces. So let's talk big pieces, and we're going to work our way down through that funnel. The first piece is doing the court of sales or princess court, full court, where you're earning diamond rings from the company. That's doing 40,000 retail. And it's been fun to work with so many of you, seeing Misty Marsh, totally max out this month, and seeing the numbers on the board just, explode in a really big way, and, letting her know exactly what's left. And what was big is now much littler. It's seeing Naomi Smithberg put incredible numbers up on the board too. And she's like this close. She's working to max out. And for the first time ever, crossing Princess Court of Sales 3 months early. It's just incredible to see what's happening, breaking those belief barriers. So, Princess Court is doing a half court, and Princess is where you do 20,000 retail in a full year. Whether you do the full court and earn diamond rings from the company, or the $500 cash, your choice, or Princess Court is completely up to you. Now, those are big puzzle pieces, okay? And if those are your puzzle pieces, let's run with them. Do not give up. I've amazing things happen these last 4 months. But you might go, meh, that might not be my puzzle piece. Okay, so what's another puzzle piece in this $1 million goal that we're going for? We've got quarter 4. We're in quarter 4 of STAR. You could be a STAR consultant this quarter, whether it be a sapphire star, whether it be a ruby, a diamond at the $3,000 level, emerald, or a pearl star. For the, just being a STAR consultant for the very first time in your career by June 15th. That's a puzzle piece. Another puzzle piece could be moving up the career path and sharing this opportunity with another woman. And just like you saw, we cannot force anybody to hear the message, but you never underestimate the power of planting a seed. Anytime that you offer this opportunity to somebody, you are planting a seed. You don't know what other people are needing. And it could be becoming a senior consultant, just adding one team member to your team and helping to swell our unit. It could be becoming a red jacket for the very first time. It could be a team leader, having 5 people on your team, elite team leader, which I think that's a team leader in a red jacket. They keep changing things on me. A future director where you have, 8 people on your team. A director actually moving up into that director position and being one of Nathan Moore's 1,000 directors that he wants to debut this seminar year at Seminar 2022. Okay. Again, those might be puzzle pieces that you're like, nah, I don't want to play there. Well, here's some additional puzzle pieces. Maybe it's you do a 600 wholesale March, April, May, and June. That's a good puzzle piece, but you're going to have to stretch this month in March to make that happen. It could be just honestly doing an active order every single month, 225 wholesale, March, April, May, and June. And finally, it might just be being active and having a 1-2-25 wholesale. Every person, big or small, plays on the team of us, finishing this win very powerfully. Remember, faith is believing in advance what makes sense in reverse. We can see why we have to go through everything when we look at the past. And the future is unknown, and there's just so many things you're just like, I don't know. But we just keep working in spite of to get to that finish line, and we're going to let the pieces fall where they lay, and we're going to have a lot of fun in this process. And when I was listening to Julia Burnett, and she says, you've got to have fun. That's really truly it. Be a blessing to other people. Stop. And even when I was visiting with Robin, it was She said, just start having fun and being a blessing to other people, and stop, putting so much in not enjoying all of your achievements along the way. Cause I'm really good at getting the achievement and then going on to the next one, and not really savoring in the moment of what was accomplished or what had to be done for that achievement. So I wanted to mention that to you guys as we are, finishing these last 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Thursday, of double credit. All right. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about what's been happening the last few days that I've been working on as a beauty consultant myself. Because remember, I'm a beauty consultant first, ever before I'm a director. Okay. I'm a beauty consultant first and foremost. And in the boards app, I actually made sure that you guys had access to this. This is that daily booking system. Now, I needed something to kind of keep me accountable, to let me know who I've been calling, all of that good stuff. So those are some of the names that I've been working on connecting with. And, some people I've, on a Monday, I about one a day, I've been making 10 calls and getting one booking every single day out of those 10 calls. And then there's been some days people have responded back to me and have booked as well too. So I've been starting to get this ball rolling. So I'm starting to catch some steam as, the pebble starts rolling down the mountainside. It's starting to gather some steam. When I didn't have a lot of activity going on, I needed somewhere to start. But I want to share with you this. I actually had a contact that my daughter pulled out of a drawer. It was actually her previous teacher that I didn't necessarily want to book while she was still Charlie's teacher, but I've always wanted to pamper her. Well, here's what happened is, how many of you have ever picked up the phone and going, you know what, she's not going to book. She would never be interested. And I don't even know if she's going to pick up the phone. But the great thing is I picked up the phone with her and had a conversation. And I asked her, I said, you know what, while you were Charlie's teacher, I didn't want to, ask you to be pampered, but if I offered you a facial, would you accept? And she said this to me. I was like, kind of taken aback. She said, Heather, yeah, I've been looking for something to take care of my skin. Now, what had happened is that when we booked her, she had to move it. So when people, and I write everything in pencil in my book. So when people move their appointments, what do? Or have to reschedule, you automatically rebook them again. You want to make sure that they're in your date book again. You never want them to fall off their books. So I booked them for this Monday. Well, of course, I didn't put my daughter's volleyball in there, but it worked out that her best friend's mom, I was actually taking the daughter, came and got Charlie. So everything worked out, and she had this really great facial. So honestly, the facial took us an hour and a half. Did it really take an hour and a half? Nope. What took an hour and a half? It was a 30 minutes of me actually spending time connecting with her, finding out, that her dad had passed away. It was finding out, about her upcoming wedding. It was just looking her right eye to right eye, keeping my head a little lower than hers, and just trying to invite her and getting to know her. That's how you build customers. You want to connect your customers to your heart. Take the time to spend with them, getting to know them. Well, we actually did the facial. Her skin felt incredible, and she ended up buying a miracle set. Now, here's the thing what happens. You don't want to just book the appointment and let them go on their way. The next thing that I did was book them for a follow-up appointment to see her within 10 days, 2 weeks. But as I was going through all the products, because remember, yes, last week we talked about two types of closing. We have an individual close, and we have the table close and the individual close. So as I was going through all the different sets that she was going to potentially be seeing, one of the things that I offered her was the Hostess credit, because there was a lot of product that she wanted. I mean, she loved the microdermabrasion. She loved how the pink clay mask felt. She was loving how the mineral powder, but she started with just her miracle set for the moment. And I said, you know what, I would love the opportunity. You can actually be a hostess and earn some of this product for free at our discount. And the great thing is because of COVID, we've learned how to work virtually in order to, where I can send out sample packets to your friends and family. And we can either do this via Zoom or via Facebook Live. And I can actually teach women how to put this product on your face, and that they get a chance to try before they buy, test before they invest. Well, she's got an upcoming wedding of 8 women in her wedding party, and they're all around the country. So she opted, she says, yes, I would love to have, book a party and we'll get all of her friends together. Now, the cool thing about that is she was able then to get her I was able to actually give some of her Hostess credit as a booking gift. And that booking gift will actually secure the Hostess because she got her product half price this time. And if she doesn't hold the party, I will charge her card for the other half at that point. But what I want to share with you is anytime that you get in front of a woman and you pamper her, the first thing is I need to book you within 10 days, 2 weeks for your follow-up appointment where I can teach you color. We can make sure that the product is working correctly. You can introduce her to more supplements. And there's only so much that we can actually physically hold in our brain before it starts to explode. Okay. So that's what happened with this particular gal. Now, I have another customer who came up to me because of my pink car. Very excited about that. And I had a sample packet full of samples ready to go. And she wanted a book. Now, remember, there's a difference between an order taker and a consultant. An order taker will hand a customer a book and say, let me know if there's anything you need. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the amount of sales that can be generated is going to be a whole lot less than if you take the time to actually teach her how to use this product. Again, you can choose to decide which consultant you want to be. So I took it a step further. And with this customer, I said, again, using this magic script, if I offered you a facial, would you accept? She said, yes. I gave her a sample packet, got her name and number, texted her right afterwards, just saying, I'm so excited to FaceTime because she has an Apple phone and I have an Apple phone. So we actually are FaceTiming. We did a facial here the beginning of March, only to then again 10 days, 2 weeks. I booked her for the following week to actually do more color. She came to my house, did a color appointment, and said, I want to earn some of these products for free. It took 4 sample packets home with her, and we did a FaceTime party with her, with all of her friends and her family. And her sister will be ordering product tomorrow. Now, since I've gotten together with her and she's loved the products, my next step was, let's share the opportunity with this consultant, this customer. I sat down with her last week and she's like this close to joining our team and helping us build our unit. So what was the process look like? She came up to me and I offered her, if I offered you a facial, would you accept? And I gave her a sample packet right there and then. What happens if you don't have a sample packet? It's totally fine. Send it out in the mail to her and just get her mailing address. It just so happened I was on the ball this particular day. Okay. The next one is another facial that it was a double facial that I did here on Sunday. And it was, I had a customer up in Wild Rose that did a party. The party was awesome. I booked both mother-daughters for color. The color appointment did not hold because the samples did not get to them in time. So I had to, rebook them. Again, the goal is to not let them off your books. The mother-daughter up in Wild Rose, they were in the middle of calving, so they weren't able to hop on. But the mother-daughter down in North Carolina, they did. And we actually tried different color looks as well too via Zoom. Playing with doing that follow-up appointment, because again, the goal is book the first appointment. They only have so much money, they only have so much time. And then the second is to book them for a follow-up to play with more color or to show them supplements. The more times that you can get in front of your customers, the more that you're going to secure them as a customer. And then the last one is this. Have you ever had that chicken list? The list where you're like, they would never say yes. These are professional women. They wouldn't want to actually have a facial. So today I'm kind of excited to actually share with you is I have a facial with, someone that I truly admire. She is a CEO of her company. It's remarkable. And I had 20 seconds of insane courage. Remember that call? I got on right after and I said I had 20 seconds of insane courage. I picked up the phone and she answered. And then I had to go through and I said, you know what? I would love the opportunity to pamper you. If I offered you a facial, would you accept? Now she's got some, issues with her skin. But the great part is she's going to give me the opportunity to at least show her what we have available to her. So instead of her going to mine it or sending for her product, I can actually hand deliver it to her and give her the kind of customer service that she gives to the people that she serves. I'm excited to get in front of her, nose to nose, knee to knee, belly button to belly button, and to be able to offer her a follow-up and to teach her some more color as well too, and to get to know her friends and family. So here in the month of April, why am I telling you all these stories of facials? Why am I telling you all of these? The reason is that our job is unlike any others. A lot of other direct sales businesses will, put up a website and let you order, but they're not necessarily actually connecting with you. We do something that's pretty remarkable. Is we sit down, we take our time, sit down, and we teach another how we love this product. And if you have never done a power start, we're focusing on power starts in the month of April. So you have the opportunity to start booking them right now. And you might be asking, what is a power start? A power start is where you do 30 faces in a 30-day period of time. And it used to be that you had to have to do them physically in person. What I love about where we're at right now is we have the ability to work virtually and to offer women other options that work for them, such as doing a Zoom facial. So if you have Zoom or working live, that's going to be something that you're going to utilize, definitely work. You can actually register for a paid Zoom account if you want to through Working Live on Mary Kay in Touch. Mary Kay has actually worked with this particular company to offer it at a lower cost, which is very cool. I do have a paid Zoom account, and you are more than welcome to use it if you want to. But you're going to have to I get first dibs and then you get the extra, right? Okay. There's that. The second option is you could actually use some free things that are available to you where you do Apple to Apple. So you could do FaceTime to FaceTime facials. And I didn't even know this. Did you know that you can actually do multiple FaceTime? You can FaceTime multiple people in at one time. I didn't realize that. The other thing is, even with Facebook Messenger has an option where you can actually look at the person that you're talking to. Unfortunately, Apple to Android doesn't work. You're going to have to use the Facebook Messenger option. And Android, I think they have Google Teams or they've got something. But they have what?
Duo.
They have Duo, Duo. Duo, so that way people can see. So Apple or Android to Android can use the app called Duo. Okay, so that's the first option. The second option is classic Mary Kay, and that is getting in front of your people. Nose to nose, knee to knee, belly button to belly button, where they come to you or you go to them. And I'm really excited. I'm going to be heading to Helena Chase's in Clinton, Minnesota, and we're going to be doing massive facials there on April the 9th. And then even on April the 2nd, Naomi and I are going to be working and doing some color events as well too. So if you're wanting me to work with you, please reach out to me, because I would love the opportunity to be able to help you with that too. And we'll find a date where we can make that happen. So the other thing that I wanted to share with you is a little bit about coaching. We were talking about coaching a hostess. How does that look? Or even coaching people that are going to be coming to the event. So I had a conversation with Naomi Smithberg, and she was actually, who was I talking to? Oh, Cindy Jensen, lovingly known as Jensen. All right. So Jensen actually came to me and she goes, Heather, how do I connect with people when I'm doing Facebook parties, actual, Facebook posting parties? And I was actually invited into a Facebook posting party myself. I didn't order a thing. I thought about it, but I didn't order a thing. Do you want to know why I didn't order a thing? Because I'm like, yeah, I don't really need it. I mean, honestly, I have enough clothes. I'm really good. I wanted to, but I'm like, I wanted to be a good steward of my money with kind of what's going on in this world. However, here's what would have happened. And I think I alluded to this last week, is had this consultant, there was only 27 people in the group, had the consultant reached out to me via Facebook Messenger with her voice, and said, Heather, I want to say thank you so much for taking time to join this party. And I don't know if you've had a chance to look at any of the posts, but I just wanted to say thank you for accepting and being a part of the group. If there is anything that I can do to support you and talk about some new items that the company has, I would love to be able to reach out to you. You know, the gal, your hostess, is actually working on this as her hostess credit, and any order would actually help her reach the goal. If she would have reached out to me in that way, I would have definitely ordered. So how can we relate this to Mary Kay? You know, when you're working with guests and you have a guest list. So I have 2 parties coming up. Okay. One is for Stacy O'Keefe, one of our unit members out in New Hampshire. And the other one is for Tresta, who is a new customer to me. I did a facial with her. She did not attend the party. She was unable to, but I reached out to her after the party and said, I would love to go through those samples. She said yes. We went through the samples. She bought nothing, but I booked her because I told her about the hostess credit. And the hostess credit I offer is she gets a one-time 50% off shopping spree. So whether she does it now or later, she just gets that one-time 50% off shopping spree. And she really liked it because she loved how the charcoal mask made her feel. So I've got a list of 5 ladies that I'm going to actually be sending packets out to. So how am I going to make sure that this party holds? My job is she gave me the list. My job is now to connect with these women and just to let them hear my heart and welcome them to the party. And it could go a little bit something like this. Be like, Tresta, thank you so much for being willing to come to the party. Your sample packet's on its way. Definitely make sure that you keep a lookout for it. Feel free to open it up, but don't use any of the samples just yet. Tresta is actually earning a 50% off shopping spree just for having you join us and try out the samples. You know, these products may or may not be for you, but either way, Tresta gets credit. And I just want to say thank you so much for trusting me with your, giving me your time, because the one thing that is our greatest gift is truly our time. I'm excited to have you join us out in the Zoom, and I hope that you're having a really great day. Even if she does not connect with me or even join me, I want to leave her with this really powerful thought process of how we work in this business. Okay. So just know that we are working on power starts in the month of April, 30 faces in 30 days. And just so you know, we have power start charms, but I only have 3 power start pins left to my name. These are the last 3 that I'm able to get. So the first 3 who finish are the first 3 who get them. So, so basically, let's just kind of recap. 10 bookings a day. That's what I'm personally doing. That's what I am tracking. You can actually get this in the boards app, to be able to print the PDF, or I have a picture for you so that you can actually track it every single day. That, my friend, is a win. It is putting this product on faces, whether you're doing this in person, whether you're doing this via Zoom, whether you're doing it FaceTime, however it's making. In the month of April, we are working for power starts. We're doing 30 faces in 30 days. And we're going to use these next few days to get our April booked up as we finish up powerfully. And then, of course, coach your hostesses. When you get the names of the women that are going to be attending the party, do the and then some and reach out to them and just let them hear a heartfelt thank you, a pre-thank you for attending the party. Appreciation. Business goes where it's appreciated and valued. And you will leave them with such an experience that they've never had before. So just so you know, I am considering a fun little something fun as we finish out these last 48 hours. Okay. I am going through the motions right now, figuring it out in my head. So keep aware tomorrow morning. We are definitely behind in our items sold challenge, but we are not out just yet. All right. So 14,000, we're at 14,200 wholesale. We're heading to 20. That's what's fully doubled for our unit. What's fully doubled as a consultant is 2,000 wholesale. All right, ladies, I'm going to go get my hair cut, and then I'm going to go in, and I've got a few deliveries, some on the go appointments to do. And then of course a facial here at 5:15. And I'm going to make it a powerful day. I hope that you do too. We'll talk to you later. Bye guys.